Hello and welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Hope you're well. Today I'll be showing you how to make fermented daikon radish. This recipe can be adapted for when fermenting any variety of radish. For this recipe, I'll be using a super jumbo daikon radish fresh from the farmer's market, 2 tablespoons of sea salt, 2 teaspoons of fennel seeds, 2 teaspoons of coriander seeds, 2 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, this is optional, and a glass jar and a glass weight so as to keep the vegetables submerged during fermentation, but I forgot to include that in this clip. Over here, I've got 2 cups of water and I'll be adding a tablespoon of sea salt. Mix and wait for the sea salt to dissolve. While I'm waiting for the sea salt to dissolve in water, I'll start prepping my daikon radish for the fermentation process. Next, I'm going to go ahead to peel the skin off of the daikon radish as I won't be fermenting it with the skin on. Now that I'm done peeling the radish, I'll cut off the top and bottom, clean up my workspace, and I'll be right back. Now that I've rinsed the radish, I'm going to cut it into 2 and then into smaller quadrants. With this, I'm going to end up with 2 jars of fermented daikon radish. An important point to note when slicing your radish is to make sure that they are not too thick and they are all similar in size. Now that I'm done cutting the daikon radish into smaller pieces, this is what they look like. Now it's time to transfer the radish and spices into the jar. So here's my crushed coriander seeds. Next, I'm going to add in the fennel seeds. And next, I'll begin adding the sliced daikon radish into the jar. When fermenting any type of vegetable, it's always good to ensure that your hands and utensils are clean, and to also make sure that your jar is packed with as much vegetables as you can. Now that the jar is fully packed, I'm going to add my apple cider vinegar. Remember, this is optional. I'm adding the apple cider vinegar so as to increase the healthy bacteria that will be produced during the fermentation process. After adding the apple cider vinegar, I'm gonna go ahead to add the brine, ensuring that all radish slices are fully submerged. Next, I'm gonna put the glass weight in to keep the radishes submerged in water and stop them from floating to the top. After that, I'm gonna seal the jar and leave it to ferment for 2 weeks. So, like I said earlier, I ended up with 2 jars of fermented radishes. And a point to note again is that you should always remember to place a tray beneath your jar during fermentation process so as to catch any liquid that bubbles over, so as not to ruin your kitchen counter or table where you might have placed your jar. Now it's 2 weeks later, and as you can see, the brine has changed color from being clear and pristine to being cloudy. And now it's time to open up the jar. I'm gonna proceed to take out the glass weights. I was super surprised when I opened up this jar because the air was filled with the citrusy scent of crushed coriander and fennel seeds mixed with the tangy flavor of fermented radish. It was just beautiful. And here's a closer look. So I guess we've come to the end of this video on how to make fermented daikon radish with a splash of apple cider vinegar. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and please click the notification bell icon so that you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. As always, if you've got any questions, please leave them in the comment section, and you can find the full recipe and instructions on how to make fermented daikon radish in the description box. Take care, see you next time, bye!